Hello guys, welcome to Zach Anime Studios, your channel number one for graphic design, coding and animation. Consider hitting that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest videos on coding and animation. This video today is sponsored by Mediacom Dev Solutions. We build websites, we do graphic designs, and we have done a lot of website graphic design presentation for a number of companies. If you have those kind of needs, consider reaching us out and we will design for you a good website. So today I had something great, something in mind. I wanted to bring two giants on the table, and we are going to create an amazing application. This application is going to be a mobile application and a web application. So guys, this web application, we are going to build it on a framework of a PHP framework called Laravel. And good news is we are using Laravel 10. Guys, Laravel 10 it has just been released 2 days ago, and my intention is to create an API using Laravel 10, and then our mobile application, we are going to use it Ionic framework. So let's not waste any time and consider subscribing to our channel so that this kind of information doesn't pass you by. So guys, and remember, if you have any websites you want us to design for you, we have numerous websites we have created. Guys, here are some of our works, and you can trust us. We will design for you a good website and any graphic design that you want, either a logo, animation, and let's dive into the work. So guys, just short introduction. Ionic framework is a mobile SDK platform that you can use to create a robust application. Whether you come from Angular, Angular, Vue, Angular, Vue, React. So basically it supports, if you know those platforms, if you know how to develop application from that platform, you can create application from that platform. So first and foremost, I have my WebStorm, will be my IDE. One thing that is good, I've already installed it so that I wouldn't take so much time, and then we're just going to fire up Ionic Serve. But to install Ionic framework, what you're going to do is you're going to write get started. There's a very good documentation, npm-ig. So this is what you're going to install on your computer, and then you're going to get started. Basically, it's going to install those packages, and then you're going to write on your command line, that is npm start. So Ionic start, sorry for that. You're going to get Ionic start, and then you're going to generate an application. That is this is now, it is going to serve our application and it's going to start. So this platform is going to create for us the mobile application, and then I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is my editor, and I'm going to create an API out of this. So just to get started, we have started. We have already installed. I've already installed Laravel on this platform, and then what I'm just going to do is start the Laravel development server is equals to php artisan serve. So this is going to start our application. Okay, do you serve? Okay, do you? Yes, I've written badly, but it has corrected my code. So I'm going to start the serve. So I'm just going to dive to the browser, and then I'm going to go to localhost 8000. With localhost 8000, that is the the Laravel platform. We are just started brand new, so we can decide to use it has told us there is no application, no encryption key, so you can just when you are on the development, you can just hit generate key, and then it's going to generate for you that key automatically, and then you're just going to do refresh now, and then it's going to have a fresh new Laravel application, that is Laravel 8.2 documentation. It has a dark mode. That is cool. That is very cool. So we are also going to take a look at our WebStorm, and then we're just going to go at port 8100. So at the same time, we have two applications running. This is port 8000 is Laravel, and then port 80, I have to close that, and then port 81000 localhost port 81000 81000. So this is now the mobile version of it. So guys, it has not yet served, so we just give it a second. So it has to build those everything, and then it starts serving. So it is configuring itself and all that. So we have to take a look at file structure for Laravel, that is. So that for Ionic framework. So guys, this is the file structure. Now this is the basic page, the app folder. This is where now most of the configurations are done. I'll open it, and then we are going to have another terminal. This terminal now is going to help us generate the page, generate service, generate guards. So those are the terms that you use when you are generating modules, like the modules, all those things that are on Ionic framework. So this is the Ionic app page. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a HTTP client module on this. HTTP client module, HTTP client okay, sorry for that. HTTP client module, yeah, that is for HTTP. That is a module that's going to carry out all those functions. So with HTTP client module, I normally like using this editor, because it's going to help you. It will going to add those statements that are required the way it should be. So HTTP client module, give it a second. Okay, HTTP client module from HTTP. So basically it has, I'm sorry, Control X, and then you are going to add it there. So basically HTTP client module has been installed. So this one is going to handle the URLs and all that. And then what we are going to do now, the app has already started running. When you reload the page, you will see the page is loaded. You will see a home page of Ionic app has started running. So I intend to use this page. Let's go and look at home page so this is the home page. So at the home page, we are going to take a look at the major functions. That is the TS. There is a TS, the home.ts. Okay, home.ts. This is the page. this is the page that connects. This is where all the information are going to be added, and then we have the HTML. Now the HTML functions are going to be added on the HTML page. So definitely what I've done, this is the home page. This is we can just take a look at the home page. Is telling us it's a, let's just type something here, control C, it's a strong, and then you're just going to add welcome page. Let's just make some changes, a few changes, and then we see how it loads directly on the page. Welcome Ionic framework. Let's just give it a name, welcome Ionic framework. Welcome Ionic framework. Ionic framework in collaboration with Laravel. Okay, Laravel. Okay, so the reason we are going to use so with that, let's first save, and then we can just go and preview it on the browser. So it is going to reload automatically. As you do it, it reloads automatically. So as you can see, it has a strong, this thing has to change. There's some, let's give it a second because it has also to process. This is like the first time after a very long time being introduced on this computer. So but the Laravel application has already been created. So what we're going to do is we are going to create now an API that is going to be used in you see the information that in collaboration with Laravel. So what we're going to do, we are going to create an API. At the same time, we're going to create an API, and then we are going to load it in the database. So basically what we are going to use, the reason why I've chosen Laravel is because we are going also to use localhost MySQL. Okay, this is my database. I'm going to use localhost MySQL. Okay, MySQL. This is going to be our source of database. Okay, our information is going to be on this server. So basically the reason why I have done that is maybe you have been thinking you have a website and you want to use MySQL. How do you use your MySQL? So I have to ensure so it is running. And you also have to you must have a good computer. Yeah, you have to have a good computer so that it supports this. As you can see, it can be slower at times, but it is running. So we have our server here, our database is going to be here. So let's and the APIs, the information are going to come from this side. So let's dive into creating. So basically we have created, our app is already running, like our Laravel application is running. So we can now go ahead and create API for it. So what you need is you need to have a controller. I choose to have a post controller. That is, we are going to have a post controller which is going to have create, update, delete. So basically we are going to have those all functions. Remember, it's almost the same as CRUD functions, and we're going to use that. So we are going to use like a blog post. So what we need a model. We're going to create to have a model controller. At the same time, we are going to have we have to have a migration. Guys, you know migration is, this is where you create the posts, the tables and all that inside the database. So all these are the functions that we really need to have. So what we're going to do right away is let's now configure our API. So let's take a short break, and then when we start, we are going to start creating the API. So we have seen that this Laravel, the Ionic framework is running. It is running. We need to create first. So when we come back, we are going to create a service. It is going to be a global service. A global service is going to be is the one that is going to be ready to accept all the information from the APIs, and then the APIs can transfer those pages to each individual page, like here home page, where we want to see a list of posts from the database. Okay, so and then at the Laravel end, we are going to create the tables for post, where we are going to have the title, description, and image. Title, description, and image, and then we are going to create the controllers for them. That is the CRUD function. Create. Let's just add them right away. Index, public function index. Let me type it. Public function index. Public function create. Is there a problem? Something is, the color is not changing. Public function create, public function index, public function create, public function create, public function. Why is it the color has changed? It is looking weird. Okay, let's remove that. Public function create, public function store, public function store, and then public function store, public function edit, public function delete, public function delete. So basically these are the CRUD functions that you're going to have. So basically a post, function n with an n somewhere. So public function delete. So it has to be a CRUD. It has to be store, create, read, update, delete. So this is what is going to have there. And then we are going to create another. Let's create another base controller. We're going to create a base controller. By the way, you can also add what we call the breeze. By the way, let's just add them, because we might use breeze. Composer require breeze. Laravel breeze. Okay, let's install breeze. I normally have those. Composer require breeze. Okay, let me just get breeze. Require breeze. Just a second, because I normally have them. Composer require breeze. Just a second. Composer require breeze. Yeah, composer require breeze. Let's just type it. Let us not be lazy. Composer require breeze. breeze, yeah, Laravel breeze. Let me just confirm, Laravel breeze. Okay, breeze and blade, so that it can add for us those requirement. Breeze installation, composer require breeze dev, copy that, and then I'm just going to add them here. It is going to be so much easier. We add breeze, and then we also need to install passport for passport composer require passport. This one now it is for APIs, so it's going to support us, but at the same time I believe it normally works just even without the passport configuration. But we're going to install it. Okay, at the same time we can have multiple links here so that it can install both of them, as we doesn't have to waste a lot of time. Let's install passport, and then also passport has to be installed so that we can run all these immediately, so that we can work on these things like fast. So guys, we are into 20 minutes of the video, and we have just set up all these requirements. Okay, so we have to be patient. At the same time, as a developer, you have to be patient. So let's give it a second. Now what I've just installed is breeze. Breeze is going to change the look and feel of how we are going to see the back end. Okay, you can decide to design your APIs to look good, and you need to have a good look and feel. That is, you can use breeze. It is going to install for you the logins and the logout and all that, and then you're going to just use them right away. So with that you can reload. Basically, when you reload the page, it's going to show you that it has changed. The Laravel, you'll see that there is a login and login and logout has been installed on your page. So let's give it a second to install the breeze, and then after we have installed the breeze, after you have installed the breeze, you can now install the breeze configuration, so that install breeze configuration at the same time. So with that, we are going to use let's just check out on the root folder. This is now, instead, basically, when you're developing a website or a basic web application, all the roots, all the logins and the logouts, you're going to configure them on the web. But now when you are doing APIs, all the logins and the logouts, all the roots, the roots for your application, you are going to channel them on the API. So this is most of the things that happens on there, and you have just to be patient. I don't know why I've realized that I had to reinstall XAMPP another time, and then another new fresh installation, and it used to take a lot of time, because remember, when you do that, when you delete your XAMPP, you also have to activate all those features, so that it don't have a hard time installing those applications. So let's give it a second. It's going to install all the requirements. It has already installed, and then now let's just install now the breeze. We are installing the breeze, PHP breeze install. Okay, PHP artisan breeze install. What has happened? What has been done? Something has gone wrong somewhere. So something went wrong we just have to redo it again. Let's just redo it again. Something went wrong. The installation did not succeed. Let's give it one step at a time. I think I did a lot of things at the same time, so it didn't go through. Okay, it has installed correctly. Okay, and then after installing that, at the same time we are going to install now let's install the other one. Breeze has been installed, and now let's install Breeze. And then after that we are going to which one do you want to I'm going to 0. I'm just going to select 0 for Blade. Okay, 0 for Blade. And then would you want dark support? Yes, let's just, because this is the new Laravel 10, I'm going to try yes, black theme. And then would you like to put unit testing? Let me just put them yes. Okay, basically it has done for me that. It has updated the JSON, it's removing the manifest and blah blah blah. That perfect. That is Laravel 10. And then now we are going to install also, we're going to install now the passport. Okay, so let's go back and then install passport. That is good. No security found. So basically we want to set up this thing to work as perfect for us as possible. Okay, so with that, it has been installed. Let me see if there's still an error. Does not exist. Something has happened there. Okay, I don't know what is happening, but you have just to be patient kidogo. That's perfect. But still, I know how we can still work around it without passport, because I believe they have updated so many things, and then it can still work without passport. So I think at this point it has updated. Perfect. Installing the node and all that. Okay, it's still going through changes, metamorphosis. Let's call it metamorphosis. So guys, we are 30 minutes. Remember, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, guys, so that you don't miss out on this amazing knowledge that we are passing across. So you can still make a mobile application, you can still make an API. So guys, I was reading somewhere and somebody was telling me that if you want to be a great hacker, you also have to understand how APIs are created. So at this juncture, you have to learn APIs. You must learn APIs. Okay, so it is installing. Let's take a look at our browser and see how it looks like. Maybe it has already started here. You can see the login and the logouts have already come into place. Let's take a look and see if the look and feel is also good. The Vite manifest has not been installed. So basically Laravel 10 also uses Vite, and I believe it's a good I've used Vite for some, like I was playing with my applications, but there's application that we are still making. In the next 2-3 weeks it will be ready, and I will be sharing it with you guys, and if God willing, it will come right on the right time. So guys, in the next 2-3 weeks we also have a good application that is coming up. So we have not yet forgotten about creating the Ionic part. So remember, we are doing 2 applications at the same time. So this is ready, this one is ready, the posts also. Now our functions are going to be here, and then we are going to arrange it on the API here, so that you know, when you are creating a web, you are normally going to create a route at the web. Okay, most of the time when you create you create the roots you normally create at this point at the web function, but now when you are doing this, you are going to create it on the post. So let's just log in and see. We can register. I hope the Nini has already installed, and basically the last year it used to install and then it builds itself. Okay, so I've seen, so we just have to run npm run dev build. Okay, copy that. So give it a second break. Okay, still you are being told, notice we need to update this one, but we are going to run that. So it is now building the we need to update our npm and all that, but we'll just we will hit it as it is updating itself. Okay, so let's just update it. Control C. So Breeze has already installed. Let's just update it. There's no problem with that. So let's go back to our browser and check. So it has already installed and the Vite is running. So yeah, so this is our new login. But we had chosen a dark theme, so we can register and see how it looks like. Let's first install. We need to install Passport. Let's install Passport. Passport is going to help us do the what we normally call the API functions. Okay, so that is the work of Passport. And after that, when you install Passport, let's go back. When you install Passport, we need to migrate. So basically it is going to give us we need just to install. After installing Passport, you do the migration. It has already installed Passport. Patience, you need to be patient, by the way. At the same time, yeah, it has already been installed. You are using 11 for Passport. Okay, you have realized that with the Laravel 10 there are so many, it also guides you through. So it is going to ask you, does not exist in the MySQL connection, would you want to add that? Now basically it is asking us, we don't have a database connection on MySQL server, so we need to create a database on it. Sorry for the noise. We are going to create that database, yes, and then it's going to run the migration, and then we are going also to install PHP artisan install passport install. So basically it installs also the Passport. Okay, so basically that is what we have now installed Passport. Now what we are going to do, we are going to, so basically if you want to run, basically when, so basically Passport, it will give you the keys and all that. It is going to give you the keys. So what we're going to do right away is we are going now to create the CRUD functions. And the CRUD functions, we are going first to go to the, we are going to create on our migration table of table post. We are going to create a title for it. Title table. Okay, that is title, that we are going to have the table going to have string, and then it's going to, this one is going to hold the title. Okay, and then at the same time we're going to have text is where we're going to hold the text for the table. Okay, so table, we're going to add text. This is going to have the body of our, it is going to have the body. So it is going to, you can put body or something like that. After that, you can put body or details. Let me just change it to details so that doesn't confuse us. Details, and then you can also add the last one that holds image. When it holds image, then just going to be string, because it, okay, let's give it a text. It might be a lot of characters. So basically that is what is going to hold the image for us. So with that, we can do the migration. We can do the migration for that, and then we can see, so PHP artisan migrate, PHP artisan migrate. So it is going to tell us nothing, because those tables have not been. So we can drop the table first, and then we can reinstall it again. PHP artisan db drop. Sorry for that. Yeah, db wipe. Okay, we are going to delete the table, all the things that have been created on the table, and then we are going to rewrite it again. So db migrate. So it's going to migrate everything that we have. So the information that we have written right now is going to be migrated so that we can see the post. So to confirm that those informations have been written, we're going to check on the database. It was called Laravel. I think the database right now is called Laravel, because we used the wizard to create for us. So this is the post that we have created, and what we need is the title, the details, the image, and the created date. For this now, what we need to do, we need now to create an API for this, so that our application, the Ionic application, is going to consume that API, so that any information that we are going to create from any information that either has been created from the app side will be visible now on the app. So we want to make that this Ionic application is going to be a blog application. Either it just reads information from our app. And remember, when you do this, you can use this to host this application. You can host this application from Play Store or whatever you want to host it, and then this application will be consumed all over the world from the REST API that you are going to create right away. So what we really need right now is we are going now to continue configuring our API. So we are going to go to the post model. We are going to add some few functions on it. So we need to add protected fillables, so that no one can add malicious code to your database. So with that, we need to add, because the protected fillables are basically the information that we're going to be adding into the database. That is the title, the body, but it was detail, not body. We had changed it to details, and then with the image, and the lastly is image, with the image. So those are the protected fillables that we are going to use. And then now the rest, what remains now is we need to create a controller a controller that counter checks for us if information that is coming is either true or false. So basically it is going to be like our gatekeeper, and we are going to call it a base controller. So what you're going just to do is you're just going to do php artisan php artisan create controller. Okay, create controller, okay, let me, I normally have them right here. Okay, make controller is make controller controller, and then it's going to be base controller. So with the base controller, we are going to configure all most of the configurations that we want on the base controller. So we're going to add we're going to have a send response. We're going to have a response controller that basically public function. So let's just go ahead and do it. Public function send response send response. This response is going to be a result. It's going to be a result and a message. Result and a message. Okay, so basically just create a function as normal, and then this function, the response, that is, so we are going to have two functions, response, which is going to be either a true, false, or a message. So we are going to have response, which is going to be success, which is true. It's going to be true. Let's just write it correctly, avoid errors. Sorry, I've written it on a wrong place. That way. Success, and then we are going to have data. Now the data is going to be the information that is going to get from the database, which is going to be the result. It's either if it's true, it's going to be if it's going to get information, it's going to have a response that is going to be the data, and then the message. This is the information that you want to tell if it is a success, either it is a false data, and then we also have message. Okay, so message. And then you also have a message, and then message, and then with this we are going to return response. It is going to be a JSON. Just return a response in JSON format. That is the response that we have created. It's going to be 200. So basically this is now the if it is true. Okay, and then error is going, when we want to return error message, is going to be error 400, like error 44. So public function send error, public function send error. It's going to have error, and then error message, and then we expect it to be and then also we have code which is 404, and then now because this is a function, it's also going to have a response. It's going to also have a response. So this is how it's going to look like. So it's going to have a response, which is the error message, so basically something like that. So we want now to go direct and create now a resource. Okay, so basically we want now to create a product. Now we want to bring all the data. We want to bring all the data from the database. So basically, remember, now we are going to use post. Okay, public function index post controller, and this function is going to extend base controller. So extend base controller. It's going to extend base controller. So public function, I don't know why it is not showing this. This color has changed. Okay, we'll just so at this point we are not going to get, we are going to bring post. Now posts are information from the database. So post is equals to we are bringing all the information into the database, and just to see is equals to post controller all. So guys, this is how you get information from the database. Okay, now this is now just to, and then we need to create a route for it. Okay, now on the route, this is how it is going to appear on the URL here. Remember, when you so basically to identify our API, we are going to have like /API, but normal routes is just like /register and all that. So let's just, we are going to now to create our API to get all posts. Okay, the way to go about it is we are going now to edit there. We're going to put this API function here. Okay, it's going to just be the same. By default, you can create a simple route the way it normally does. Normally you can use, so basically your API must be protected. There's a way you can protect your API, but also you can just create like simple route, normal simple route. Let me just take a look and see. Okay, basically we can take a simple route, just a simple root, just a simple root. Just a simple root is going to be something like that. Just give a second. So basically you can write a simple root like this, the simple roots. But now we want to protect our APIs. You need to protect your APIs. It has to have the middleware that protects it. But right now we can just use our simple slash API slash posts. So this one is going to just to be simple, fast, and then it is going to be a post controller. Post controller class. Okay, post controller. Something has gone wrong. Okay, let me just take a look at this. Okay, so we can change that to post controller. So basically it's going to look like this. Control C. So basically this is just going to be a simple post controller. As you can see, when you do that, when you go to api.post, just like that, we need to get a root there, but it has not been found because we have not yet completed it. So we have to complete that. We need to complete this function. So index, let's go to that definition. Let's go to reference, return view. Okay, just to ensure it is working, return view, blah 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 blah. Posts. Okay, let's just give it posts index post dot index. Okay, I'm not returning anything, but I just need to see it is working in a wrong way. So that is wrong. Okay, let's see. API. Okay, dd. Okay, just to confirm, dd post. Why is my name okay? Something is not okay here, and I don't understand why my something is not right. rename. Okay, I think it was due to some public function index. Okay, and then we are going to remove now all this. Control X, we're going to put it here. You also have to realize that when you're doing this, you are debugging and you are also learning. So let me just remove all these other function first. Now we have to close this one. Okay, public function index, and then it's going to be posts, so that we can see something is right. So we're just going to the API, and then we are going to put it as S, and then this one is S. Now let's take a look at it again. Error. Okay, so guys, let's just take a break of 5 minutes and then come back and see how this application really works. Let's first, okay, let me just ensure that this controller is working before even we post controller index. Go to reference, public function index. So these are posts. Okay, let's ensure that is working. API. Yeah, so this is okay, it is working now. So basically we need to consume now this post, so that these posts are the ones that are going to be consumed on this app. So to do that, we are going to create a global function, a global service. Just come here and you are going to create a global service. In the next hour we are going to continue with this video. Please stay tuned, don't miss a thing. Zak Anime Studios, creativity one step at a time.